Shalom, we are on page 98, chapter 28 of Shaar HaEmunah. Right now we're talking about is when eating matzah in Egypt, how that allowed the Jewish people to perceive the essence of Hashem. However, it came through the cutness of Abba. It came through like the narrow bridge of Abba, which is Ch.28. And that is therefore when the essence of Hashem is mislabish, is enclosed within this channel, within this smallness of Abba, within the bridge of Ch.28. And okay, this is 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 lines from the top on page 98. At the end of the 4th line, Ubir hadevarim muvur lamayla. In order to explain this, as we said above, be'inyan halabshed zu, this enclosement, what is it? The cutness. It is the cutness when the Hashem's essence encloses himself in this cutness of Abba. Kamashal. Hatinuk shiyoda likrus chulu. Just like the example of a son who knows to call out to his father. He doesn't have the pure... He understands the essence of who his dad is, who his father is. However, it's not like a full understanding. He's a small child. He's like, 2, 3 years old. And he doesn't understand exactly the full thing of what's going on, but he has an understanding in a small way on the essence of who his dad is. That this understanding, where a small child is able to get the essence of who his father is and is able to call out to him, this is actually higher than the understanding of the intellect. This is because when you understand something purely intellectually, that can relate to the existence of the thing, and you can even go into depth a little bit. But when we're talking about essence is always a bit higher than hasagas haseichel, than just purely understanding within the intellect. She'eno megia rak b'metzias, and this haseichel that we're talking about over here is just understanding on the level of metzias, is just understanding on existence, and here we're talking about an understanding of existence of just the Eibishter, v'loi b'mahus, and this is not in the mahus of the thing, and this is not at all in the essence of the matter. Aval mahus v'atzmos. But when it comes to understanding the mahus and the atzmos, shlo yachol yilavoy b'shum hasaga rak b'halavsha zehu kamashal yediazus tatinuk shiyoda likrus abba b'shum tiyadua b'mahus v'atzmos aviv rak shemaluvash b'kriyazu. Okay. When the small child calls out to his father and he understands the mahusva and atzmos of his father, the only way he's able to get this is through the enclosement. Is through an enclosement, where his essence, the mahusva atzmos, is enclosed within the cutness to Abba, meaning the smallness of the father, meaning Ch.28. And this mashal that we're talking about, and this knowledge, where the Tina calls out to his father, that he knows, Shiyodu likros Abba, he knows to call out to his father, is because he knows the muhus and the atzmos of his father, but it's only through the channel and through the garment of calling out. Shemaluvash b'kriyazu. So the essence and the muhus that the child gets in his understanding, that when the child understands the mahus and atzmos of his father and who his father is, he's only able to get that specifically when he calls out to his father. And that's the channel through which he's able to recognize. Without that calling out, then the mahus v'atzmos is not going to be recognized in the child of his father. But he will be able to get the mahus v'atzmos specifically when he, Daddy! Dad! Hello? Anybody out there? I need food. I don't know about that, but anyways, so here we go. Zu behelm Ma. And this idea is behelim. Okay, so what does it mean it's behelim? Mashi lasi lavo ibidi vakara gamura. So I guess the essence of our Father in heaven, Hashem, is going to be covered up until la'asi lavo, until the future to come, that then we'll have a knowledge and we'll have a recognition of Hashem in the complete sense of the word. Like, make no doubt about it, mister. Shekulam yadu oisan keben gadol, that everybody will know, just like an old child will know, an older son will know. Shiyadua umakir la'aviv, everybody will know and recognize his father. Kach, ata, v'neshamas Yisrael, shehem v'chenes katnus, katinun, shekora abba metzad v'chenes atmus is kashrus b'mahus v'atmus davka. And just like now, the Jewish people, we're on a level of smallness, and we're able to call out to God because of the essence of our connection to Him, our hiskashrus to Him, to His essence, mahus v'atmus davka specifically. But we don't have like a full recognition right now in this physical body, in our physical world, of Hashem's essence. But nevertheless, we're able to call out to Him. We're able to call out to Hashem. And it specifically comes through the eating of the matzah that happens on Pesach year after year, and that's what embeds us with our emunah. Specifically when we eat the matzah. Isn't that interesting? That every year when we eat the matzah on Pesach, and specifically on the first night of Pesach, we get our emunah, we're able to get the essence and the atzmus of Hashem, and it is amazing. Okay. Even though we're not able to recognize, to understand and recognize Hashem's essence in the full sense of the word, only able to get like a small understanding of it. Mamish, how do you call echad ve'echad oimer avinu? And but nevertheless, we're still able to call out to our Father in heaven, because we still have, when we call out, that's when the essence, the mahus va'atmus, is mislavish, specifically in the kara, specifically in the calling out to our Father in heaven. Afal pi she'eno yoidu oisu ba'karas atzum mahuso klal. Even though we don't know and have a recognition on his essence and mahus at all, ulefi shlo yachlo lasigoi b'mahuso mamish, and therefore we're not able to understand on his mahus at all. So anything I just said about masiga and the mahus, no. Not at all, just mamish. We're not able to have like the true mas. We're not able to be masig on his mahus mamish in the absolute true way. It's just rather it's through enclothement. Lozois nislavish b'matzah b'katnas hamoichin v'hu amitius. We're only able to get his essence through his essence being like enclosed in the matzah that we eat, and this is called katnas hamoichin, which is called the smallness of the brain, which refers to chachma, vuamitius. And it's still true. We still get his essence, but we get it specifically through the channel, through the garment of the eating of the matzah, and then of course calling out to heaven. Kamoi shahayim makiru mamish. And just like when we're talking about true recognition, katino shekara la'aviv, shizehu amitius adavar, that when a small child calls out to his father, that this is a true thing. He really does recognize his father in a true way. It's just that his father, the essence of his understanding, is enclosed within the calling itself. Kamoi shehu mitzad shehu aviv ba'amar. It's specifically through when he calls out to his father, nimshach nafsho achar aviv. He draws down to his soul an understanding of who his father is after he calls out to his father. Afal pi she'eno yedua tam bedas v'zechlal. Even though he doesn't understand with a tam bedas within his das at all. It's just like he just gets a slight recognition of it, but it's not like in the true way of the essence.